And I just want to say hello and welcome. I'm sending so much love to your light. So happy to be here in co-creation with you on this earth plane reality. Holy wow. What a ride. I feel like I say this all the time, but it seems like every day or every week it's it's the next level ride that we are on. Hello and welcome. The ride of a lifetime, a ride of all of the lifetimes. Here we are birthing a new earth. We do it together. We do it through love. We do it through our presence, through our harmony, and through our grace. And we are here, we are in it, and we are doing it, is what I'm going to say, which brings me to what I wanted to talk about today. About the human being versus the human doing. There's so much going on. This is not a new concept, but I'm going to bring it into a new, just a new vein, a new way of thinking about some things. So everything is changing. Everything is changing so rapidly. And it does, in fact, take some time. And yes, it's been a little bit uncomfortable. If you haven't had experiences of discomfort, then I want to say that you're not in your full presence. And it's okay. And what we're learning is to find comfort in the discomfort, right? Your responsibility is your ability to respond in any given moment. And can you find comfort, which sits right in the middle of discomfort? And this is in all things. And I don't know about you, but I know that I am you, and we are doing this together. I was riding through a journey of, it seemed like every 3 days, right? There'd be this real expansive portal and then kind of a contraction and collapse. And it's like, oh, here's the 3-day cycle. Well, that is accelerated so rapidly now that it can be a 3-minute cycle. And also, are you noticing that the intensity of the high is really supersonic? Like, we are definitely licking the sky of fifth dimensionality. It is almost feels like leaving the body, but and being in a dream state, because it's so expansive. And what we're learning is how to be in that superhuman, supersonic, up there, out there frequency, and how to be in the functionality of our human being here on planet Earth. We are learning, and beyond that, we're remembering. We are remembering, and they keep saying to me and through me that it feels like it's hard where you're going. You know, you're like, oh, how are we going to do this new frequency? And oh, this new frequency, and whoa, what is happening? And they're saying that actually what you get to remember is that you're moving to a frequency that is your innate state. It's not that it's new. My cat is here to say hello. It's not that it's new. It feels new because it's been so long since you have been in that, in the remembrance of who you are at soul level, right? It's been so long since you have been there. And so it feels unfamiliar, yet where you're going is to your natural state. And our cats and our animals are here to carry us there. So everything is changing, and no, it's not always comfortable. If you have been walking in what I want to call like the void. So yes, we had this new moon that happened last Sunday. And yes, you know, new moons begin the one, and we moved into the fullness of Aries and the beginning and the one and all of this. But yet I'm still experiencing a pause, right? And so the mind says, what am I going to do? I have to do something. And let's just talk about the doing for a moment, and talk about and remember that the doing is a program of the old. We were programmed into our doing to be a good contributor to society. What are you doing? How often do we ask that? What are you doing? What's the latest thing you're doing? What's your project? What are you doing? We have created so much worth and value through the doing, and we have forgotten that our greatest value is our being. It's our presence. You are priceless in your value of you being in your highest presence. There's nothing that holds greater value than you being in your fullest expression as a light being on planet Earth in this now moment. Your being is your highest worth. And how you choose to do in reflection to that being is a choice. And you get to choose it over and over and over again. And one choice might feel really good, and then you might turn around a few days or weeks or months later and say, I'm choosing to express in a new way because that feels good. And this is where we are going. The doing had generated from programming, from scarcity, from lack, from fear, from coming out of, they love us, from coming out of chaos, right? From this, most of us experience a lot of chaos and growing up and in third dimensionality and that chaos. And it was like, I better get doing so that I feel safe, right? And I better get generating because there isn't enough. So if I'm doing more, then I'm going to have more and then I can be safe. And then at some point I'll be able to relax. And then I'll be, once I do everything I need to do, then I'll be. Like, hit the brakes. That is not going to carry you to the next expression, right? The programming, nothing good comes easy, no pain, no gain, better work a little harder, better generator. And so now we experience this place that feels like a void. And what I'm finding is the more I resist the void, the more I resist the surrender into the void, of awaiting the next vision or awaiting the divine instruction, right? Like, where's my energy to go at its highest level, right? That's different than doing. What am I to do? Where is my energy to express at its highest level that brings me into my greatest service? If we aren't running the programs of the old, of lack, of scarcity, of density, of fear, of having to prove for our worth through our doing, then, excuse me for a moment, love him, but he really wants to be in the process of this. This divine cat, knows how to be. He knows how to be, and he knows how to show up whenever and wherever he wants. What a great lesson. There's always an opportunity in everything that's around you to glean the messages from the universe, and he's back. So with that being said, this program of the old, this running through scarcity, this like, I better get doing because you're proving for your worth and you want to know that you have value. And the more things you've accomplished, the more it proves that you have a value in certain ways. All of that is destroying. It's all destructing through the old because it's not for us anymore. And what is for us is this remembrance that you are a divine being, right? You are a divine being of infinite creation. The universe has an infinite bounty of everything, and all it wants to do is be in that infinity with you. And it's waiting, the universe, the creation of the divine, is waiting for you to lay down your sword of suffering and to move from your doing into your greatest expression of your human being. And it's like, there's so much resistance in it when we have these old programs and these old fears and these old third dimensionality coming up and screaming, and it's loud. If you relax too much, something's going to happen. If you don't hustle and work and figure out the next plan and make the next A equal B and do the next thing, then what's going to happen? And what is going to happen? If everything is in divine order, then what is for you will be delivered through you, not by your efforting, not by your doing, but by being in the frequency of allowance, connection, communion, and through your being. What they said to me when I was just praying into this was, they said, lay down your swords of suffering, come back to wholeness so you can find your thrones and be remembered as the kings and the queens that you are at soul level. How fun is that? So I tip my crown to you this day, and I invite you to do the same, that you are an infinite being living in an infinite universe, that it is your doing, not your being, that shall create your greatest expression. You are sovereign in all the ways, and you are in co-creation with the universe itself. So if you're in a pause, enjoy the space. Trust that you are being held and supported at the next level, and await your divine instruction, your divine offering, your divine order as to where your next step is, because your next step is going to be the most magnificent step that you. So we will bless you with all that is, sending so much love to your light. If you like what's happening here, please share this video. I'm going to post it all over on my business page as well so you can share it. If anyone needs the message, it is here for you. Attach to nothing, allow for everything. It's all being created through you. You're the creators. You're the kings and the queens of divine creation. You are loved. And I'm so honored to be here with you. Mwah! I love you. Have a great day.